Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, I am standing in front of the very basic chorus fruit farm that I decided to set up because I wanted to get some purple blocks, and I'll show you what I got in our furnaces over here. But the reason for this is because today we are going to be at least now on YouTube, we are going to be, in these episodes, I should say, we are going to be starting the new project right now, and we are going to head over to the end, which will be our next project. But as you can see, I've got a bunch of chorus fruits cooking up here so that I can get some more purple blocks for our build that we are going to do. And I will head over to the Stronghold and I will show you what I will tell you what we have planned over there. So one second. Alright, so here we are at the Stronghold, right? And I don't know how much we're going to do with this back here. But specifically here, I do have a few plans. First of all, I want to make this portal basically this entire wall, right? So that's the first thing that we're going to do, is just update that, make it look bigger, nicer, better. But the other thing that I wanted to do is similar to the design that we went for the tunnel to the end here. I want to basically make another kind of version of that, except without glass, in here, right? Are you kidding me? I punched a... This is a silverfish block, okay. So basically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna tear all of this down. I think I actually need some, like... I'm gonna need some, like, end rods for lighting. Yeah, anyway. But simply put, we're gonna change all of this out, make it look more like the end in here. We're gonna change out a lot of these other blocks as well, like the ender chest and the and all the other chests and stuff like that, and as well as in here. And this is the start of the new project, so I'm just going to basically start updating this, and I will show you guys when I have something to tell you, right? I'll be right back, so one second. Alright guys, welcome back. So I went ahead and totally just did all of this off camera, and I think that it looks really good. It definitely feels like an end city. We put in the end rods and stuff like that. Now, let me tell you real quick, this room is, it's kind of funky, right? Because, I guess I didn't actually end up finishing it. But it's kind of funky because, hold on, let me just make sure that I got everything the way that I wanted it to. Here, I'm actually gonna change out this to be these end stone bricks. But the way that, so one, I wanted to keep the actual design of the Stronghold. I didn't want to change how it is naturally laid out, right? So I just removed all of the stone brick and replaced them with the purple and end stone. But because of that, I ended up with this really weird looking room, right? So it's like from the center here, like this is the middle, more or less. I don't know, it just, there's like 3 blocks this way, right? But then there's like 4 blocks in that direction, and then there's 3 blocks in this, and then there's 4 blocks in that direction, but then there's 3 blocks this way and 3 blocks this way, and it's just like, I don't know. I think it's even. I think it may be an even room. I don't know. Maybe I could just move this over one, and I'm just being bad. Maybe that's what's happening. But I also, because I put in the portal, I didn't actually put in the second pillar that I did over here. So it kind of ends up looking a little odd as well. But let me see if I can actually fix this. So what if instead... Oh, also I killed a pigman, and so now some of the other pigmen that got through the portal are angry at me. Yeah, see, like it's even if you go this way. So I guess we'll just make it even then instead of making it odd. Oops. There we go. So we'll make it an even room instead. And that should look a little bit better, but it kind of still doesn't work. So it's even going this way, but it's odd going this way. So it kind of doesn't work too well, but hopefully it looks good. And I'm cooking up some iron here so that we can make ourselves some chain blocks, or just straight up some chain. And we're going to get as much of this as we can because I want to use it here and here. These new blocks are awesome, and I'm super glad that they're in the game, and they needed to be in the game a long time ago, let's be honest. And yeah, that looks pretty good in my opinion. Chains don't go horizontally, do they? Like that. That's not gonna... No, okay. Yeah. If chains went sideways, that would be super cool, because then what you could do is you could make like a bridge with these like chain railings, and you could have the chains like droop down even. But now it's just, they just go up and down. So that would be a feature I would like to see in a future update. It's just, you know, putting chains sideways. It's a simple thing. It's like vertical slabs. I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about this, but vertical slabs need to be in the game. Oh my gosh, it would be so nice to have a half a meter thick wall rather than a full meter thick wall. Anyway, so I finished up this room, and then we just need to do this portal room, and we still have to have a walkway up to the portal. So I'm going to work on that and see what we can come up with. Probably using a similar lighting design and, you know, a similar color palette as well. And yeah, I'm going to see what we can come up with. So I will see you guys in a second. Alright guys, welcome back. So I'm actually just finishing up here. I just want to fill in the roof here. And I'll show you real quick what the... what it all looks like in a second. But I just want to put in some endstone brick up here. And then we also want to put in some stairs, some purple stairs along here as well. And this has probably been the hardest part about all of this. Hello. Because I have to deal with not just like dropping into the portal, which is really annoying. So there's that. But I think it looks good. I think, yeah, I'll just show you real quick what it looks like. This is it. We've got the underside. I haven't done anything with this, just kind of added in some things. The portal doesn't render from the bottom side. I don't know why, but it doesn't. And then here we've just got, it's basically just purple and stone in a pattern of some kind. It's nothing special. It really isn't. But it looks good, and we get to use the new chain blocks, and we get to use end rods for lighting, and so it doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look phenomenal. Okay, so let's add in these stairs all around. No, that's not how that goes. Come on. Come on, game. We're just going to add in these purple stairs to kind of... actually, I wonder if I should put it there instead. Maybe we'll do both. Maybe we'll do it like this. I don't want to put stairs on this because I still want to have access to just like walk around up here. But yeah. And then I decided to keep this little section open just because I think that it, one, looks better, and two, it, I mean, closing that off would kind of just not really serve a purpose. Because you still have a lot of room to walk up here while it also keeps this open and keeps it... It just kind of looks better. I don't really know how to explain it. I wish that I knew why it looked better. but I just don't. I just think that it looks better. So, yeah, there's that. I'm just going to finish up putting these stairs in, and that's basically it for this project. Yeah. The only thing that I think that we... No, I think that's it. I can always open these up if I need to and, you know, head out in this direction. If I feel like that's necessary, or if I want to expand the Stronghold. But overall, I feel like that's not necessarily something that I need to get done. And overall, I think this is all that I really need to do for the end portal and for the start of our next project. I am really bad at this. So our next project is going to be, let me just make sure that you guys know, our next project is going to be it's going to be a castle, more or less, in the end, using stone brick and stuff like that, as well as, you know, some of this end stone and purple and all of that. But basically what's going to happen is it's going to... the idea is that while there is something coming out of hell, right, in this world, right, you have the vampires that are coming out of the nether, and they are, you know, doing what they do with Dracula's castle and the Castlevania style stuff. Along with that, in this world, there is a second entity that has come from the end to basically cement its rule in the world as well, right? And you see it through the tunnel that we have in the nether, that kind of battle there between the end and the nether. And basically what we're going to do is we are going to be making the castle from which this said entity comes from, and I will explain a little bit more on that when we continue building our castle. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much so appreciated, and if you want to check out more content like this, as well as the rest of this series, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.